Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of He Said, He Said, He Said, a look at the world from a seasoned Black man's perspective. It is Friday, December the 13th, and welcome to our Home for the Holidays show tonight with our special guest, Sylver Logan Sharp. Before I go any further, I just want to take this time and take a moment to offer my sincerest regrets to those of you who voted on November the 5th and thought that after January the 20th, 2025, you would go back to paying 99 cents for a dozen of eggs. Your bread will be $1.50 a loaf. And you could go to Costco and buy 4 steaks for $25 to $30. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to inform you that all of you have just been played and bamboozled. So I just wanted you to hear from me publicly in case you hadn't gotten the news yet. But at any rate, it's Christmas time and it is love for all, ladies and gentlemen. Merry Christmas to everybody. And again, welcome to our show tonight. I know my friends are going to say you're a little too animated tonight, but it's in me to do what I have to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm so excited about our show this evening. And about our show this evening, we are thrilled to welcome back Sylver Logan Sharp, the powerhouse vocalist, songwriter, producer, to sit down with Bobby and I tonight and share her journey, her insights, and details about her upcoming holiday project, Home for the Holidays, a magical event live on Saturday, December the 21st at 8 p.m. at the DC Playhouse Theater in Landover, Maryland. You got to get your tickets, and we'll make sure that we tell you how to do that tonight. This last week has been a little crazy, especially for those of us who live close to Maryland. A gentleman by the name of Luigi Maggioni, the 26-year-old Ivy League graduate from a Maryland real estate family who gunned down an insurance CEO on a midtown Manhattan sidewalk, is now being considered a hero. Okay. And I didn't understand why people were doing this at first, but the moment he was charged with the murder, donations started pouring in. And in the days since he was charged with the murder over a week ago, since then, more than 1,000 donations have poured into an online fundraiser for his legal defense, with messages supporting him and even celebrating the crime. Now, I'm not an advocate of any type of crime. And when I started seeing how people were elevating him and making him seem like he was a hero, I was like, what in the world is going on? But there are posters with faces of CEOs they've appeared on walls in New York. And now websites are selling Maggioni merchandise, including hats with CEO Hunter printed across a bullseye. I know that insurance companies, a lot of people just think that they're just unfair and whatnot. I'm not advocating that someone should go out and kill someone, but the way these people are on social media talking about this person as a hero, the first thing I thought, I'm fearful for the person who turned him in at the McDonald's. I'm like, whoever that person is, whoever you are, you need to keep silent. Don't let the news put you out there in front, because it's crazy. It's crazy. But that's just something that's crazy that's going on. And also what's going on, if you've looked up lately, depending on where you live, the drones are taking over. I mean, drones are now circulating in the sky in according to New Jersey residents, and lawmakers are pushing for more information about these mysterious drones that are flying around. And now they've not only showed up in New Jersey, but they've showed up at multiple sightings in New York City, suburban Rockland County, Bowie, Maryland, Stafford County, and Spotsylvania County, and several countries in the eastern Pennsylvania area. My thing about that is, you mean to tell me the FBI can't do something and find out where these drones are coming from, why are they flying up above your head and all this kind of stuff? But if you're talking on the phone to one of your good Judys or, whatever, and you guys talk about Adidas, after you hang up, you look at your phone and you got promos for Adidas shoes showing up on your phone. Now, where's the lie? Now you know that is the honest to God truth. And I mean, it is just absolutely crazy that they can't do anything about these drones. And they say, if you see one in the sky, don't try to pull it down. Now, who in the heck is going to get up there and try to pull a drone down? But at any rate, I think something needs to be done because something is going on and it looks a little suspicious to me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get on with the show. As you know, Bobby is back, ladies and gentlemen, and this is one of the parts of the show that I do love. So let's get on with the chat.
Good to be back. How are you, brother?
I'm doing good. You made me pull out the circle glasses today. I said, oh my God.
We're circling together. I have to say how much I love that tree behind you. Like, you really have done a beautiful job on that tree. I want to say that again. So
thank you, Bobby. Well, like I said last week, if you heard, she's not finished.
She's not finished.
I finished her the week.
Yeah.
I finished her the week of Christmas. So thank you, Bobby, for at least acknowledging what I've done. Let me say to our guests who have joined us tonight. Monica is here. Tell Oscar I said Merry Christmas. Here from Chicago. Thank you, Dwayne. Meechie. Bobby Judy is here. Okay. Wait a minute. They've commented too. Dwayne said the FBI refused to believe it. Something is up, and those so-called drones. Correct. And Meechie said it is absolutely outrageous celebrating the violence. But look at the incoming administration, which we know violence is their MO.
Absolutely.
How about that, Meechie? How about that? Hey, Kendall, thank you for joining us tonight, my brother. Thank you for being here. So, Bobby, what's going on with you? What is
Well, since the very mysterious hospitalization of Oscar winner, actor, singer Jamie Foxx in April 23, he's been relatively out of the spotlight, but he has taken center stage in his Netflix comedy series that's just come out. It's called What Had Happened Was, which I fell out when I heard the name of it because it said to me that he's going to take on this very serious issue of his health, but he's also going to be Jamie Foxx and going to make us laugh and so forth. So in his special, which is on Netflix, as I said, he talks about what started out as an extreme headache, led to the revelation of a brain bleed,
a hemorrhage,
which then ultimately revealed itself as a stroke. And one of the things we often talk about is healthcare, and particularly for people of color and Black people in particular, and how we often struggle sometimes with the medical profession really taking our pain and our issues seriously. It is worthy of note that the first doctor that he saw gave him a cortisone shot and sent him home. And it was only under the urging and insistence of his sister, who took him back to a hospital to see another doctor, that they discovered the hemorrhage and the ultimate stroke. So, as I said, when he takes this very serious health issue on, he does get very emotional. It's very clear that he realizes that under other circumstances, he might not still be with us. So you get to see a very vulnerable and very emotional side of Jamie during this special, but he's going to be Jamie Foxx and he's going to make us laugh still. Couple of things that really I thought were really interesting were him talking about Halle Berry coming up to kind of congratulate him and say how happy she was to see him and how she was hugging him, and he tried to pull back, and his body was just responding, this is Halle Berry hugging you. And if you know Jamie Foxx, you can imagine how he described how his body and all aspects of his body were starting to respond to the fact that Halle Berry was hugging him. The other thing that I thought I would mention very quickly was he made a quote about someone who is also in the spotlight right now. And he said, the internet said the puppy tried to kill me. I know what you're thinking. Did he? Fox then says, hell no, I left them parties early. I was out by 9. He said, something don't look right. It's slippery up in here. And of course, he was making reference to all that baby oil and so forth. So I thought that was a great quote because it's typical Jamie Foxx. And so I encourage people to look at it. And it's Jamie Foxx at his best. He's got a little bit of music in there. His daughter performs as well. So he's really kind of uplifted his family, but also dealt with a very serious illness. So Jamie Foxx, What Had Happened Was on Netflix.
Well, I saw it, and first of all, can we all, ladies and gentlemen, please say happy birthday to Marlon Bishop, aka Jamie Foxx. His birthday is today.
Oh my God! I didn't even realize it was his birthday.
If you all can say happy birthday to him, yes, his birthday.
Happy birthday, Marlon.
And one other, first of all, I thought it was very clever how he pulled all that together and threw his emotion and all of that into the show.
Yes.
A couple of things that people probably didn't recognize, but the color, the leather outfit that he had on,
yes,
was the same leather outfit that what's the gentleman from the other comedian that's on Bad Boys, Martin Lawrence. When Martin Lawrence came back, they had on the same outfit. When Martin Lawrence came back after his illness and his first comedy special, so that was very, I thought that was kind of like a very unique thing, details that he pulled into that show. And one of the takeaways from me with that was just how vulnerable he just kept showing himself to be, and that's the Jamie that we know.
Yeah. It was clear that he was deeply moved by what had happened to him, but also the blessing of being able to be back up on that stage and entertain people.
Yeah, it was very, very, very nice to see. Oh my goodness, my sister from another mother, Dana. Thank you for joining us tonight. Great to see you, my sister. Kendall, thank you for my beautiful tree compliment. I appreciate it. There was something that, again, the internet has been kind of vicious, Bobby.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. And, I got to say, y'all better be careful who you're messing with, because Beyonce fans have jumped to her defense after many people criticized the singer for letting her daughter, Blue Ivy, wear a glamorous strapless gold gown to the Los Angeles premiere of Mufasa, of which she is in the movie. Mm-hmm. Blue Ivy has also appeared in several of her parents' music videos, but never a feature film. She will be the voice of Princess Kiara, and she's the eldest daughter of Queen Nala. But what I think is just, come on, guys, she looked like a princess to me. And I mean, social media was talking about she's too young to let her shoulders be shown, and all. She looks awkward in a way to me, which says that she's not trying to be this vixen in a strapless dress.
Right.
And it looks good on her. She still looks like a little girl. I didn't see
it as inappropriate at all. I thought it was a beautiful. Now, it is a dress that I would find more commonly on a slightly older person. I mean, the reality of it is she's 12. She's not even 13 yet. And so I think a lot of people are like, she could have dressed a little more age appropriate. But she is Beyonce's child. She is on the red carpet. She is, so I'm just like, I thought she looked beautiful.
Now, see, Bobby, hold on now. Come on, you said two things. You said that she didn't look age appropriate.
No. I said I thought that part of the criticism that people were saying is that she didn't look age appropriate. I thought
you said that she should have had on something that was a little. Oh, you said the people.
Yes. No.
Not you. Okay.
No, it wouldn't have been necessarily the dress that I would have chosen, but I don't see it as being inappropriate.
Okay.
No, I thought she looked quite beautiful.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just thought the gold gown worked, and it just So I thought I was hearing you say that she.
No.
Because I'm a beehive, and I'm coming to the show.
Well, we know that we've seen a lot worse and a lot more inappropriate at award shows. We both know that.
How about that? And these are grown women.
Right. But what I will say is I think that it does not help that she's showing up in this dress so immediately after some of the accusations that have been made about her father and inappropriate behavior with a child of a similar age. I think that there is some connection of the swirl around some of that as well.
From people, or you personally feel that way? You're talking about from the people?
I'm talking public opinion at this point.
Public opinion. Yeah. Well, right. Okay. I'm on that. I'm going to say you're right. They're just trying to throw, because of what's going on with them personally, that they should step back. But at the end of the day, you need to live, because you don't know what tomorrow brings, in my opinion. So, what should she have had on? A black suit? And I'm talking to the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What should she have had? Yeah, so I don't.
Well, she's a 12-year, but she's also the 12-year-old of Jay-Z and Beyonce. So I'm like, it's all kind of relative. So
I just think it's a little crazy that people think the way they do. And I hear what you're saying, Bobby. Absolutely. But
I thought she looked lovely. I agree with you. So
I thought she looked great too. Hey, Colin Clark from New York, my friend. How you doing? Thank you for joining us tonight. Good to see you. Well, you know, Bobby, this is rare because we have someone here tonight. First of all, not only is she's been on the show before,
yeah,
but she's also in rehearsal for her big Christmas production, which is on December the 21st. And she took her time out to come here. You know, we love our sister Sylver.
Love some Sylver.
We love some Sylver. So tonight, you know, we have her here, Bobby. So if you're ready to bring her on, because you know, we want to hear what she has to say, see what's been going on with her.
Absolutely.
And we got a couple of questions about, you know, what she think about what's going on in the world too. So if you're ready, Bobby, can I introduce her and bring her on?
Please do. Please do.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, in the art of it, we are thrilled to welcome Sylver Logan Sharp, vocalist, songwriter, producer, and alum of the prestigious Duke Ellington School of the Performing Arts. Sylver is best known as the former lead singer of the legendary group Chic, alongside icons Nile Rodgers and the late Bernard Edwards. She brings decades of talent and passion to the stage. Her amazing artistry extends beyond music, from jewelry designer, business owner, entrepreneur, and host of Feel Better Friday podcast. She's the creative force behind No More Color Lines, a groundbreaking song and social equity campaign produced in collaboration with her amazing husband, impresario, producer, pianist Daryl L.A. promoting racial harmony and unity. She's here tonight to share with us about her journey in the music industry and talk about an unforgettable evening of music and cheer as she brings her spectacular show, Home for the Holidays, to the Public Playhouse Theater in Hyattsville, Maryland on Saturday, December the 21st. Backed by a dynamic band, Sylver promises, take my word for it, to deliver a soul-stirring performance, as always, filled with festive classics, contemporary hits, and heart-warming surprises. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the He Said stage, Sylver Logan Sharp.
Yeah, come on in.
Hey now, what's the tea? Hello, thank you for having me back.
Yes, with mug.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you.
Back at you. How are you, gorgeous gentlemen, tonight?
So far, so good. I got my partner in crime back tonight. He was gone last week. He's back tonight. So
he was flying solo, girl, but he tore it up.
Look, good to have him back though. Girl, it's hard out here for a pimp. I'm telling you.
Listen.
Particularly during the holiday season.
It ain't
but look, Sylver, again, welcome back to He Said, and as always, we enjoy having you here on the set. And with your upcoming holiday performance, Home for the Holidays, we wanted to also take this opportunity to get your insight into this world of entertainment that you have become known for and love, or not. So, so we have you here today, and we want to find out a little bit more about that. So if you're ready for us to get on with you, can we do it?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Okay, so Sylver, so I'm going to kick it off and say, Sylver, what drives your passion for music after all these years, and what keeps you inspired in this ever-changing industry?
Wow. Now that is a loaded question.
Come on, right out the gate.
He said you was right. You just going for the jugular. For me personally, I think my drive and inspiration comes because for me, I believe it is a part of my life's mission and part of my ministry here. The way I can be most effective is through my art, right? I don't think people always get an assessment. Some people never figure out why they're here. Some people are meant to be, mothers. Some people are meant to be, inventors. So, everybody really has a calling. And for some, it's calling and passion and purpose and all of that. Now, that's not the only thing, but it's the thing that I feel like it was gifted to me by the Creator. And the way I use it, the impact that I see from people when somebody says, oh, I love that song, or that song got me through, or I remember when I saw you at such and such and you had on this and that, and then you made an outfit or whatever those things are, that reminds me why I do it, because it ain't the money.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. All right, Syl. Keep it real. Keep it real with Syl. Okay.
Now,
all right.
Okay.
And I mean that in that, you get paid for things that you do, obviously, but typically, or how it should be, or how we have been brought up to believe, that the older you get and the more education and the more knowledge or the more training that you get in a particular craft, that the further you move up in life and in your positions and in accomplishments, that technically you would receive more, right? That's in theory. You go to school, you go to college. When you go to college, it takes 4 years in theory to get whatever degree that when you get out, you're then supposed to work in that field, correct? Right. And hopefully you advance in said field, whatever that field may be. Well, the music industry doesn't really hold to that. So for those of us that have been in it, that have worked for it, that have grinded, that have done the thankless gigs and all the crappy paying stuff or whatever that kind of thing is, when you get one that's good, where you're treated with respect, where you're treated like an artist, where your accommodations are handled the correct way. You know what I mean? It ain't based on where you are in your career.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And so I think that's a misconception about the music industry, but the passion and the drive is because I know that it is a gift that I do not take lightly. And my ability to be able to perform, as long as I am able to, and I am able to be infectious with the gift, then that gives me passion and drive.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nile. Okay.
So as someone who's done this a long time, as an artist, I want to ask you about balance. How do you stay true to the roots of Sylver and yet still continue to evolve as an artist? How do you strike that balance?
Reality will give you balance if you're paying attention. And as you walk through, like, for example, I remember back in the day when they used to send a car service for us every time we were flying out somewhere. And one day a car, they sent this big old obnoxious stretch limousine. I'm sure that's the only car they had in the fleet at the time, because that wasn't the car that we ordered. And I'm just saying, it's like, okay, this is a long time ago. This is before Ubers. We weren't Ubering yet.
Okay.
We weren't Ubering yet. And so here I am. And I told the driver, I said, I'll be right back. And I left my bags. Now I'm on my way to Paris somewhere, about to do a tour with Chic somewhere, fabulous. And I said, hold my bags. I'll be right back. I got to walk my dog. And he looked at me like, don't you have people for that? Yes, it's my dog. I'm the people. You know what I mean? I still walk my dog. I still pick up after my dog. I go wash my hands, pet him on the belly, and then I get in the car and get in first class and travel to Paris and go do my gig.
Preach.
The same. So I think that everyday task, I like to go to the grocery store. I cook my own food. I do, everyday things. And I'm going through life like everybody else. Now, my fun comes and I can play the diva card, when I'm on a red carpet somewhere. But that is not a real life moment. No different than when an athlete has a great game.
Yeah.
And he's won the title or he's won the championship or whatever that may be. And then you go home and it's like, okay, what's in the fridge? You know what I mean? So, and my friends, my family, I live a lot more. I mean, I'm fluffy, don't get me wrong, but I live a lot more realistically than people think. And I'm okay with that, because reality, what's going on in the world, also will give you balance if you're paying attention.
Amen. Thank you.
She just gave y'all a word. Okay. I hope you all heard that and wrote that down. So
he said.
Come on now. So, I feel a step coming.
So Sylver, if you could, again, compartmentalize this question. How do you feel about the music industry? How do you feel the music industry has evolved since you began your career, particularly for R&B artists?
It's evolved with social media having leveled the playing field. It's evolved with opportunities that did not exist when I first started. It's evolved with access. Everybody has access to the same things. What you may not have access to is the muscle that it takes to make your project go. Now we're not fighting for creativity. Now we're fighting for who's going to make the record go. Now we're fighting for who's going to put mine in the 30-second run of commercials where all the other thousands of them fall to the wayside because you've only got 5 minutes to show. You know what I mean? Like you fight for a position to be in the top now. My voice teacher said Edward Jackson, the late Edward Jackson, who trained all kinds of people, Denise Graves, and he was a master teacher at Duke Ellington and all over the place here. He said, you know, if you're working in your craft, you're successful. If you're working in your craft, then you're successful. So when you're working on the big stage, when you're working on the little stage, the point is you're working in your craft. And so now we have more opportunities to do things. Like I don't need a label. I have a full-blown studio. I don't have to go anywhere to make a record. What I need is to be able to have marketing. So what's changed is that now those of us who only know how to do the creative, we're now responsible for being the marketing and the, you know, all the things that go along with making it go. So that is very challenging, to say the very least. And we could do a whole nother show on a whole nother day.
Come on now. Yeah, yes, we can. Yeah.
But
thank you, Sylver.
So you mentioned a couple of challenges, but is there, you know, what would you say of those challenges is the one that most artists face right now? And is it more so a challenge as an independent artist? Are people getting deals now anymore, like record label? So as an independent artist, is it more challenging?
As an independent artist, it's more challenging if you don't have the muscle and the money behind it. That is to get on radio, to get seen, to get heard, because there's a whole underground world that don't care nothing about radio. These kids are not watching cable. They're not buying records. They're streaming everything. They're getting it from third-party playlists and things like that. So the objective now, what's most challenging, I guess, to answer your question directly, is having the muscle and the money to market whatever your creative outlet is. That's the challenge for all of us.
Okay.
You know, even the ones that have money, you know, or the ones that have, say, more notoriety than some others. You know what I mean? But the young people now, because of their way of being in on platforms, they got a whole nother avenue that the rest of us are now trying to learn that.
Correct. Wow, Sylver. Then this question here is leading into that. How do you view the role of social media and streaming platforms in shaping the careers of new musicians? Are they more of a help or a hindrance? Definitely
a help. It's definitely a help, because you know about people that you otherwise wouldn't now. You know about, like, for example, I'll use Chic. I don't know if I can say it on here, but y'all.
The other thing.
That particular platform allows singers from all over the place, right, to do anything just from their living rooms, from their bedrooms. They're not professionals, right? They didn't get training. They didn't go to school for it, but they have the talent, right? So if they spend enough time going live every day, then folks are going to find them. And then TikTok, hear me, is going to push, Tick is going to push energy to them to bring viewers. We didn't have that back in the day. So these platforms, these algorithms that you can't see, hear, and feel, I call it Jesus.
Come on now.
I'm just saying, hey, Tata. But we're trusting the universe and the energy out there that's pushing out. The next thing you know, there's 200 people watching. The next thing you know, there's 2,000 people watching.
Right.
And you've never put out a record in your life. You've never been to rehearsal. You've never been anywhere. You just
put it out.
And you put it out.
Yeah.
And like I said, the kids ain't scared of nothing, honey. They come on with it. Either you are down or you're not. They don't need us to buy nothing. They have a platform, and then they use the platform tools to get out there. And that is a game changer.
Wow. I'm gonna to piggyback off of what you just said. Excuse me, Bobby.
Yeah.
When I met Sylver was 15 or 16 years old. And I was just kind of breaking into the fashion industry. We did not have social media. I was doing everything by a typewriter and calling people. I was actually sending information about my shows out from a book where I was writing people's addresses and sending it to the book. So when social media finally came about and I was right on the beginning of it, it just like changed my whole life. So I get exactly what you said as it pertains to musicians and how they're able to climb the ladder.
People, because if you just use social media, see what people are doing. Like you have a job, it has nothing to do with social media. Social media for you is just straight up entertainment. Looking to see cat videos or watching music or seeing fashion or how to do something or, house hacks at fixing a window or something like that. You have all of those things. If you're in entertainment, if you are in any sort of public eye, if you have a podcast, if you are putting out a record, if you're doing a play, if you're doing any sort of thing that requires the public, the general spread out public to want to know. You know what I mean? Like one of the things I love about one of the things I love about it is that I am getting fans from all over because they can just scroll up and go, oh, who's this? And if they sit long enough, you might acquire a new fan. Some platforms are more pro that than others. And, it was a game changer, but now even that has you need to go to school for that. I went through a whole class for a year to learn how to run ads and do all kinds of things because this is what we're up against now. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
Well, I want to jump in here and get your thoughts on the state of a particular genre of music, and that being R&B. There was arguments, I'm sure you were aware, in the last couple of years of is R&B dead? So I want to know, do you think it's getting the attention it should and deserve? It should deserve in the mainstream media right now. What is your take on R&B music? Oh my God. Breathe in, breathe out, woosah, like.
My take on R&B music is that it is definitely not dead.
Amen.
Everybody is singing it.
Yes. Wow.
And what I mean by everybody.
What you mean by everybody?
What you mean by everybody, Sylver? Tell us what you mean.
Kids are singing it.
Come on now.
The blue-eyed soul kids are singing it. All of that's R&B.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah.
All R&B.
First of all, my producer said you can say TikTok. I just want you to know. You can say TikTok.
Just making sure. I won't say nothing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
But when you are listening to Usher and Justin Bieber and all of these, if it's not carrying an 8-bar or 4-bar loop of the same thing, i.e. hip hop, no shade, I'm just keeping it real because that's what it is. Hip hop has more of, just a loop and, in different sections of rapping and whatnot. R&B has verses and choruses and bridges and B sections and modulations and things like that are a structure of a song versus an 8-bar loop that never changes and only has sounds. Nobody's really playing anything. Okay, you understand? So, but what you're hearing on the radio from, there was a clear line with Motown and country music and gospel music. There was a clear line. Now, everything is a remake of something. So everyone is going back to get R&B records and then putting them in something else, putting an Afro beat behind it and then calling it this genre. That's all R&B, because y'all are pulling from R&B records. And yes, I said it because that is what's happening. So it couldn't be dead because they wouldn't have nothing to sing. Swifts in the world, you know, are singing. She's a pop singer. She's not an R&B singer, right? But everybody else who is coming from that, you know, Robin Thicke, you know, I could name all of them, you know, both us and them. I have been, you know, I've been not soulful enough, but someone else has been.
Has been exactly.
R&B, you know, especially when you're at 98 beats a minute and certain songs and certain pockets and certain grooves. That's all R&B, which has somewhat been pulled from Motown era and all of those kinds of things to now be the music that we hear today. And people are sampling R&B music to make new records, speeding it up, slowing it down. Mario, all these little boys out here singing their faces off. Period. That is R&B music.
Let me say hello, JJ. How you doing? Raw Health. Thank you for joining us tonight with our special guest, Sylver Logan Sharp. Thank you all for being here tonight. And Sylver, I'm going to tell you to that point. Now, I love me some Kirk Franklin. But when I went to that that concert had Motown, had every. When I heard, I can't name the gospel female singer, but she started singing, and I'm sitting there going, that is Jill Scott's song. But it was a gospel. And so that show alone, God bless him. No pun intended. God bless him. That show spoke to what you said. Love Kirk Franklin.
He's an outstanding producer.
Love him.
He is a wonderful songwriter. This is the thing, right? And I know I may take some heat from this because everybody's so mad because he's dancing and doing his thing, right? You know, first of all, he's being his authentic self.
Amen.
And that is what God calls you to do.
Amen.
That man has a tremendous story of where he's come from, what he's been through to make it to this point. So I appreciate where he's coming from. To me, he's not being inappropriate. He's being himself.
Amen.
Now, we can show you inappropriate. About y'all put some clothes on at all these shows, but
can we raise our he said cup to that?
We're going in. Come on.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's like we want to talk about, like you all were talking about Blue. Yeah. You know, first of all, leave that little girl alone.
Right.
Right? She's doing her thing, and we are just looking for. Does she look a little grown up? Yes, but we are in 2024. Her behind ain't all over the place. She's not, you know, she's not falling out of her dress. You know what I mean? And she is the child of two of the biggest stars on the planet. So I remember when I was a little girl at her age, I could not wear black. Okay. My mother did not dress. She did not believe that little girls that were 13 and under, 14 and under should wear a whole bunch of black outside of black patent leather buckle shoes. That's different.
That's different.
Everybody had black and white.
They were standing.
And red if you was fierce.
Everybody you had red.
White patent leather buckle shoes. Let's get it. Don't get it twisted now.
I'm willing to bet you had some red ones.
Oh, of course. I did. And so, but you know, my mother did not dress me in black. And when other little girls, you know, when it was time to get a gift for somebody, we didn't buy them something black. Right. Because it was just a bit too, this was back in, you know, in the 60s, but I'm just saying her thing was, no, that's a little too grown for you. You don't need to be wearing black lace.
Right.
You know, now black lace tights with a little cute dress, that was different than wearing black tulle and a halter top and you're 4.
And
you know what I mean? And I'm here for the fashion. I'm here for the kids being pulled and snatched. But in 5 minutes, you're going to be there. I thought she looked adorable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought she looked appropriate. It wasn't tight. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It was designer. It was fashion forward. It was, you know, very princessy in a metallic, you know, kind of you know, she's not giving you 12, but I wasn't either when I was 12.
See,
Raise your hand if that surprises you.
That's another talk show. Okay, we're not going to do that. But look, Sylver, first of all, thank you, Sylver. We're going to have to shift gears a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Home for the Holidays because the show is coming up. I'm going to be there. And Sylver, so let me ask you, what inspired you? See, look, people calling for tickets right now in my house.
Yes, honey.
They're calling for tickets. I'm going to get back to them. What inspired you, Sylver, to create Home for the Holidays? And is there a particular message or feeling you hope to convey through this production?
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes I fight doing a Christmas show, you know, because if I'm being honest, I'd be like, oh, you know, but it's like, because I think we're so anxious, you know, people are so anxious right now, and there's so much going on. There's a lot going on. And I want people to come to this show and experience some live entertainment, some funny, some glam, I've got some surprises mixed in, but I want people to kind of just escape for a second into the mystical magic that is a holiday season. We all know the reason for the season. We all know that we're celebrating the birth of Christ, and regardless of where you may be in your walk or, you know, your particular background, at the end of the day, the energy that I want people to come away with is that be so grateful for your life. Celebrate this season. Celebrate your families. You know, we all got some drama somewhere. Who doesn't? Who doesn't have something going on in your life? Somebody call me if you don't, and then tell me how to do that, because everybody has it. But you have to find it and create it. You have to go back to those childhood memories of, you know, of the Christmas tree and waking up in the morning and all the gifts that you wanted. And if that's not your life, right? Some people don't have that. Sometimes the holidays represent sadness and you know, and all of that. So it's not celebratory for everybody. But if you can get into the mood and the vibe, if you can watch the show, if you can pull anything from any song or any part of the performance and just come away feeling a little warm and fuzzy because you are loved. And that is what I want people to come away from, the spirit of Christmas and being home for the holidays.
I love it. I love it. So with that, how do you then select the songs that go into this production? How do you make those choices? And do you blend in the classics? Do you do it with your own little flair? What makes the cut?
So I'm doing songs that you probably know and don't know, and I'm doing arrangements of songs that you may not have heard before.
Got it.
Right? So we're doing a lot of classics like Silent Night and This Christmas and Little Drummer Boy and all of that. But I'm definitely putting a twist and a spin. And I'm kind of acknowledging and doing some arrangements of those songs that I like. Like we're doing Brian Courtney Wilson's arrangement of This Christmas and another arrangement of a Jeffrey Osborne version of a song and things like that. So I tend to, and it will be moody. You know, you'll have a big band feel all the way to a go-go feel and everything.
All right.
So I definitely like to put my spin on things. I like to dress up. I like for it to be festive. Alan Cottrell is making an outfit for me as we speak.
I love it.
Surprises coming. So yeah, so I'm excited. And I need y'all to listen. I need people that don't even like me to come to this show. Okay? I need
Set a stage.
I promise you will come away different. I promise.
Set a stage.
I promise. I've got the Catherine Smith Contemporary Dance Ensemble on the show. Oh, I can't wait. Y'all gotta come. Y'all gotta come.
See, I was gonna ask you, is there any surprises that people can look forward to? First of all, you all don't know Alan Cottrell. However, if you've seen Sylver on any stage anywhere, she is Alan Cottrell down. Okay, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, please YouTube her tonight and look at some of her performances, because Alan is the man. And so Sylver, will there be any original holiday music coming from you that because you and Daryl are like geniuses and be pulling stuff out your hat? So is there any original holiday music coming from you guys?
I have a version of What Child Is This, but I have not released it yet. And I keep saying I'm going to make a Christmas record every year. and life happens, and then, you know, it's Christmas. And the thing about Christmas records, I sang on one of Michael Bolton's Christmas records years ago. It's a big band record, and I'm singing the backgrounds on one of the songs. And he lives in Connecticut, and I went up to Connecticut in August. It's 9,000 degrees outside, and in his studio is a Christmas tree and frosting and all kind of stuff. Now it's summertime, but he has set up his whole studio like a Christmas wonderland with your fabulous tree, like that tree behind you, that fabulous tree, all of that kind of thing. And in August, we recorded this so that it can come out by November, because you've only got November and December. So I'm going to do my arrangement of What Child Is This in the show. And I promise that I am going to, in 2025, I'm going to release a Christmas project.
I'm putting, extend your hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we're claiming it.
We are claiming it. Sylver's gonna come up, because I know if you do it, it's gonna be done. Okay. I know that without a doubt. So
we're doing an original arrangement that Daryl did of Hark the Herald Angels, which is crazy, but it's not anywhere where you can download it yet. You know what I mean? So we're doing, you know, original arrangements on classic songs. And I do have one or two up my sleeve, but they're not ready yet for release.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be there anyway. How you doing, Sean? Thank you for showing up. Sean said he was stuck in traffic, and he still got here.
Come on, Sean.
He said.
Yeah, we love that. We love that.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you, man.
Your viewers are outstanding, y'all.
We are blessed, very blessed.
Yes.
So, Sylver, you know, we always want the inside track here on He Said, He Said, He Said. So I want to know, of all the Christmas songs that you sing, which one is your favorite and why?
Which one is my favorite?
Your ultimate favorite song for Sylver Logan Sharp. Christmas
ultimate
song.
favorite Christmas song. And today, right? I need to think of this right now. What's my ultimate favorite Christmas song?
And the reality is, it could be just today versus next year. But today, what's your favorite song?
Yeah, I don't want to give it away, because then y'all will know what I'm.
Okay.
All right. We will
Scotty
receive
Hathaway's this Christmas. I'm gonna throw that one out there.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Well,
we receive it.
We receive it. And ladies and gentlemen, as a special treat for us, Sylver is going to perform tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And while we let her go to set up and get ready for the performance, Bobby and I are going to take a moment and pay a special tribute to Nikki Giovanni. So, Sylver, we're going to bring you back in a few minutes, but we love you.
Thank you so much. It's been so great chatting with y'all. I love this show.
Always.
Honey.
Always.
Well, stay tuned. Sylver will be back. Don't you all go anywhere. Thank you, Sylver. How was that? Wasn't that?
She's just always a joy to have on the show. Her energy is just you can feel it coming through the screen. So she's just, the look, everything. It's just she's got great energy. She's Sylver.
I'm going to say, before we, do our recognition and tribute to Nikki Giovanni, I just want to say welcome back, Bobby. It's good to have you back. It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
It is a nice blessing to have you.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, this week we lost a trailblazer. Nikki Giovanni passed away, and Bobby suggested that we would do a tribute to her. So, Bobby, I'm going to let you take it away.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Thank you. Known as the Princess of Black Poetry, Nikki Giovanni, the poet, author, educator, and public speaker who rose from borrowing money to release her first book to decades as a literary celebrity, sharing her blunt and often controversial takes on everything from racism and love to space travel and mortality, died recently at the age of 81. Giovanni, subject of the prize-winning 2023 documentary Going to Mars, died this past Monday with her lifelong partner, Virginia Fowler, by her side, according to the statement from her friend and author, Renee Watson. An author of more than 25 books, Giovanni was born a confessor and a performer whom fans came to know well from her work, her readings, and other live appearances, and her years on the faculty of Virginia Tech, among other schools. One quote that really stuck with me was, in her poetry book, The Women and the Men, Nikki wrote, "I hope I die warmed by the life that I tried to live. Indeed, Nika Giovanni, once called the Princess of Black Poetry, left this life with the warmth of 1,000 suns and a legacy that will shine in our lives eternally. We honor the life, the legacy, the work, the contribution of Nikki Giovanni.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to ask our producer, Norman, to put that last picture of her back up in the white, I think it is. I think this is just like, I don't know. She just looks like an angel in this picture to me. I think this is one of her best photographs that I've ever seen. So
it's a beautiful photograph. And I loved that quote about, I hope that I die warmed by the life that I tried to live. We can all hope that we are warmed by the time that we leave this earth, that we are warmed by the life that we have tried to live. So,
well, rest well, Miss Giovanni. And I'm going to say, we'll see you soon, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again.
Yeah.
As I told you, tonight, Sylver has agreed. Now, again, she is in rehearsal and she took time to come here. And I asked her, would she please bless us with a Christmas carol? And so, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome back to the He Said, He Said stage, Miss Sylver Logan Sharp. It's all yours.
Live.
Hey, can y'all hear okay?
Yes.
All right. Hey, hey, I know you know this song. Hang all the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. Hey, this Christmas, fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night. And this Christmas, it's gonna be a very special Christmas for me, yeah. Come on, put your hands up on He Said, He Said, He Said. Come on. Yeah. Check it out. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer. And you, this Christmas. And as I look around, your eyes outshine the town. Yes, they do. This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright. Oh, we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas, it's gonna be very special Christmas for me, yeah. Hey. Y'all jamming? Gonna be a very special Christmas time. I'm so glad that I've got you in my life. I thank the Lord that you're here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And this Christmas, it's gonna be a very special Christmas for me. Yeah, baby. Shake a hand, shake a hand. Gonna be a special Christmas time, yeah. I'm so glad that you're in my life. I thank the Lord that I'm here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's gonna be a very special Christmas for me. I'm on He Said, He Said, He Said, yeah, yeah. I'm on He Said, He Said, He Said, yeah, yeah, yeah. Merry Christmas to you. Hope I see you on Saturday, December 21st. Oh, yeah, yeah. Public Playhouse. We got an 8 o'clock show that night. Gonna be so much fun, yeah. Come on now and join me, y'all. Gonna be very special Christmas night. All the lights will be shining bright. I'm so happy that you're in my life. Gonna have a good show. Gotta come on out that night. Thank you so very much. God bless you. It's he said, y'all.
Come on now.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Sylver Logan Sharp, ladies and gentlemen. And as she told you, on Saturday, December the 21st at 8 p.m. at the DC Playhouse Theater at 5445 Landover Road in Hyattsville, Maryland. Correct. She will be there. Please, I'm saying it because when you look at this, look at the show tomorrow on YouTube, you have the address. And I want to see you all there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in the place because I know you're going to just tear it up. So
it's going to be good.
Thank you, Sylver,
so much for having me. I really appreciate everything you do. Thank you.
Love you much.
Well,
he said.
Yes,
she broke it down.
We won't get put off the show. He said for Christmas.
Come on, break it down.
Yes, thank you for the plug, my sister. Well,
always
we are a tad bit. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? We're a tad bit ahead of schedule.
Look at that.
This is what we do on this show. So, Sylver, while you are with us, I want to go ahead and close the show out. Please don't leave right now. Okay. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, next week is our Christmas show, and Bobby and I will be here with you. And as you know, good things come in small packages. Okay, so you definitely want to show up for our Christmas show next week. And our words of the week, Bobby feels good about this one.
It's December. Come on.
December, declutter,
yes,
detach, delete anything that devalues your life. Okay, don't bring it into 2025.
I need that on a t-shirt.
Okay, I saw it and I was like, Alvin, I have this week's words of the week. I got them.
That is everything.
Thank you, Bobby. And I'm just a little roll call. I'm just gonna go up the line to Sean, Kendall, Michelle, Colin, Aral Health, Michi, Monica, JJ, Dana. I just want to thank Michelle Sims. I didn't say Michelle Sims on here. Look, I just want to say Merry Christmas to you all and thank you all for supporting us and tuning in on a Friday night when you could be out drinking anything other than what's in this glass. I'm telling you.
Look at Sylver's face. Guilty. What's up in that mug?
It is truly appreciated. Dwayne Perhart from Chicago, you're even an hour behind, brother, and you are up in here.
Amen.
So I just love you all, and you all are making our holiday so special. So look, you all have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of He Said. All right. You all have a great weekend. Love you. Be safe out there.
Bye, y'all. God bless you. Bye.
Bye, Sil.